Welcome back. It's another week, which means another update. We begin at the entrance arches to Walt Disney World, where you see all of these no stopping signs. Very often you see cars there as well, just something I haven't really taken a picture of before. Speaking of cars, let's have a look at these vehicles, which aren't all that new, but they're always cool, and they're about $18 for a pack of 5. And I think that's just one of the better items that they have as souvenirs these days at Walt Disney World. Right next to that, the Monorail Diecast Set, also not all that new, but what is new are these little characters which can come for your monorails. Just next to that is a set of cars that struck me as a kind of Darth Vader carrying case. Did you have one of these Darth Vader carrying cases for your Star Wars figures? I did. On to Vinylmation, where you have each of the 4 parks now represented by a Vinylmation figure. Not my cup of tea, most of them. I kind of like the 71 on the Magic Kingdom one, but the rest of the designs don't really grab me. Over to the Jungle Cruise, where the rainforest doesn't actually rain anymore. There's a missing elephant here, although it was covered quite well by our tour guide. And these guys with the shields and spears don't ever move anymore. They just kind of stand there and make noise. Maybe something was broken. Here's a shot just of the side of the castle during the stage show. An interesting view. Since I've never been there before, I reserve the right to show you views sometimes, just because they're interesting. Here is the queue for Snow White's Scary Adventures, where the trash has really piled up. They need to do a better job of making the rounds. The customary Fantasyland shot for the week, where there's no one out working, but you can see where the train station used to be over the wall there. And next to this picture was the Winnie the Pooh area. We saw it deserted last time. Now it's quite full of people taking pictures with Winnie the Pooh. Over to the Little Mermaid, you can see some more of the outside features taking shape. And in Fantasyland, I stopped for a moment to grab a photo of the replacement for the Itzakadoozie, which is the Nestle Triple Blast. I need your help. This is in the Splash Mountain exit shop at the ride. And there is a framed photo up on the wall above the press penny machine of people that look quite modern. I'm guessing they're Imagineers, but I don't recognize them. So if you do know, please send me an email, kevin@mysage.com, and let me know. While we're here, let's have a look at some of the designs for t-shirts that you see at Splash Mountain. There are quite a few. And I really think they're cycling through the t-shirts faster than ever before, just kind of throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. And I'm really a fan of this approach. So I think that people are going to find something that works for them. Here's a stroller, a rather unique one that I saw. Holds up to 4, it looks like. I don't know anything about this runabout. Perhaps that's the name of the company. Over to Islands of Adventure, you see this Iron Man here, which struck me because Disney has now got Iron Man, but Iron Man was a Marvel property before, and so they have the rights on this coast to use Iron Man in their theme parks. Wizarding World of Harry Potter is advertised even within Islands of Adventure. This is over in the Toon Lagoon area, but they're trying to milk it for all that it's worth. Here at the entrance to Universal, at the entrance to City Walk actually, you can see the beginnings of construction for the upcoming mini golf area. It looks a little small to me. Perhaps they can cram 18 holes in there. And then lastly in IOA, over just after the Marvel area, you have Matt Hoffman's Agro Circus. Looks to be extreme sports, but I didn't poke my head in. Over at Hollywood Studios, these photos are from Mickey's of Hollywood, the Emporium-like shop at the beginning of the park. Again, some new photos of, some photos of new shirts. I'm a little disappointed to see they've lost the 1989 historical ones, but I do like them constantly trying new things. Lightning McQueen has a new meet and greet zone. Well, the zone was always been there, but there's new theming now. It looks like Winner's Circle. Art of Disney Animation, or just Disney Animation's having some resurfacing done just inside their queue. And outside that park, here's yet another Let the Memories Begin sign. Now Animal Kingdom has one. Magic Kingdom got theirs first just underneath the train station, so one assumes one's coming for Epcot. Speaking of Epcot, here we are at International Gateway. This was the tram turnaround. They don't use trams there anymore for the hotels, and it used to have an awning over it, and that was removed a few weeks ago. Kakigori, the stand in Japan, is being renovated, and in China, the indoor shop, has been done for some weeks, but the outdoor shop has only now been truly finished, and so they've got some new archways and wood, and the merchandise is quite nice. Another merchandise location, this time Mouse Gear. we see new signs for checkout, and you can see a little bit off in the distance things like children's and men's signs are also denoted with new signs in the sky, as well as new costumes for the cast. At the land, I saw this trophy here gathered for a conservation fund. In other words, selling the buttons. These are the shops that have won for selling the most buttons. And it looks like the Land and Seas, which is a combined operation as far as that's concerned, seems to beat Animal Kingdom much more often. A little odd that Epcot would win in the conservation department. And speaking of conservation, here we have a pin at that same location, nice enough with the pumpkin ears, but I like that the pin backing has got wildflower seeds in it. You can plant it. And I just thought this was a nice shot of Spaceship Earth to truly show some size as we end this week's update. Thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you next week for more updates.